What's going on, everybody? And we're back in the garage for some more work on the JK. I've got everything in to do the full hydro, and I think because the Jeep is facing the way it's facing, we're going to go ahead and just start with the hydraulic steering. The first thing we got to do is disassemble the system that I've got on there now. I've got a PSC power steering pump, reservoir, a cooler, and then steering assist off, the hydraulic steering assist off, and then we can start taking some measurements for the double-ended ram. I've got a TMR double-ended ram mount, and then everything else is PSC. I got an MNS, I got MS steering orbital. I got a PSC double-ended ram 2.5x8. I got the PSC tie rod and clevis kit. The hoses, I got a fitting to put on the pump to give me some more flow. What else do I got? And a moto-built orbital mount. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Got the front of the Jeep as high as we can get it. I'm going ahead and get the system disconnected, get the remaining parts that are still going to be on there flushed, and then we'll get going. While that's draining, we can go ahead and get this drag link off and start working on getting the gearbox loose from the steering. Yeah, I get a measurement on that here before long and get it out to Sean, see if it's something that'll work with his 1-ton swap system. And now, while that's still draining, we're going to go ahead and get a steering arm to steering arm measurement, and then that will kind of, I don't know, that'll, and I write that down, and that'll give me where I need to be at for my actual alignment that I'm going to have to do this at the end of this whole thing. So we've got everything removed. I've got my reservoirs removed. The pump is out. The gearbox is leaking all over the floor. I gotta fix that. I've got the gearbox completely unhooked and unbolted, and it's just dripping. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see, what else? All the hoses are removed. The pump, the reservoir, the hydro assist is out, the reservoir's out, the pump is out, the ram is out. Everything is removed except for the steering box, and that is probably going to be a little bit of a chore. Okay, that wasn't near as bad or really as messy as I expected that to be. So let's get started on flushing everything. New fitting looks like this, which got a bigger orifice on the inside here. So get this fitting here off. This one tapers in. This one tapers in as well, but the pass through looks a little bit bigger. So heavy. TMR hydro mount kit. This thing is massive. Let's go to TMR's website and have a look. So now that we're on the TMR website, go to the search for the universal hydraulic steering ram mount. You just type in universal and it'll pop it up, and it's in the selection menu. There's no real instructions on the website, but you get an idea by looking at some of these pictures of what needs to be done. And if you notice on a lot of these pictures, or actually all these pictures, there's no other kind of protection. It's just this little ram mount. So that's really all you need. So I don't know if you can tell by the screen, it's very smoky in here, so it's time to take a break. All welded up. Once it cools down, I'll go over it and make sure that it's fully welded, and I'm happy with how much I welded on it. Let's see, what time is it? 8:17. 8:17. So yeah, I think I'll be done for the night. We'll just let this sit and cool tonight. Tomorrow night, not sure if I'm gonna be able to work on anything tomorrow night, so might be a couple days. We'll get the pulley put on, or the pump put on. We'll get the cooler or the reservoir reinstalled, get it hooked up to the pump. Yeah, and then we can get the tie rod off. We can probably get this thing mounted up on there, up on the Jeep. So we'll be back in a couple days.